My name is Harlan Dale Absher II. I am the Santa Cruz Joker. Stop me. My father was a meth head from Modesto, California. A neo-Nazi with a swastika tattooed on his stomach. What are you gonna do to a man who was born of the Nazi Riddler? My father was the Riddler, you know that, right? And a Nazi. I'm the third Joker of Santa Cruz. How's life on Main Street? Ha ha ha! I don't live in Watsonville. You would know that if you paid attention to my life as clearly as much as you think. Hey, check this out, right? You see how this isn't the same wallpaper as the Wall Street, that piss yellow crap wall? Because like I don't live there anymore. And if you had like seen my current live streams and everything, you would know that I don't fucking live there. I haven't lived there in over a year. Yes, my garbage disposal went off once. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Turn off your garbage disposal! What are you doing? Oh my God! Dude, no! Turn off your garbage disposal! Yes, that's right, good job. Oh my God, you mentioned that. I live in a hellhole, surrounded by idiots. Turn off your garbage disposal! You know, here's the thing, that really shows how little you have on me. I called Donald Trump a fucking
nice guy.
Kyle Rittenhouse and Tucker Carlson.
Nice guys.
All of them, all these white fucking conservatives.
Nice guys.
You can't get people to hate me for saying that they're a bunch of
nice guys.
You can't get people to hate me for calling them a bunch of
fun guys.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do use a rubber glove to take a pee so I can get back to my work editing rather than wasting time, wasting water, washing my hands. Yep, I do that sometimes. It's very useful. That's not a criticism. That's not an own. Most people my age would be like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, you ever been in a public restroom? Oh my God. Okay, here's the thing. You put on some rubber gloves in a public restroom. You go, take a pee, shake your dick, and then you take off the rubber gloves, throw them out, use your elbow to open the door and leave. Like, think about the amount of people who have wiped their ass and got fucking shit on their middle finger wiping their ass, who are now touching the water and the soap and the paper towel dispenser. Let's pee again. How many gloves do I have left? Let's see. Plenty. I have plenty of gloves left. Gloves? Gloves. Hold on. Hold on. Got a problem, buddy? You gonna do something about the Santa Cruz Joker? No, you're not. You're gonna keep on fucking driving, aren't you? Because there's nothing you can do about me. Because there's nothing anybody's been able to do about me. Because I'm the Santa Cruz fucking Joker.
I'm the Joker, baby!
Oh, I'm the crazy one. Shut the fuck up about my gloves, you stupid, cocksucking
fun guy.
Little
nice guy.
If you were smart, you'd be using a fucking glove. Shut up! Yeah, that's right.
Nice guy, nice guy, nice guy, nice guy.
What are you gonna do about it, huh? I'm still here. How long has it been? A week and a half? Since Pod Awful's like, I've got evidence that the Santa Cruz Joker is a pedophile, and I'm gonna send the cops after him. Well, here I am. Free as a bird. Bitch ass fucking scrawny, greasy, pedophilic.
Nice guy.
You think you're so much cleverer than me? You're not. Yeah, that's right. One time when I was live streaming, I accidentally had some gloves on the floor and the camera panned and it showed those and whatnot. Yeah, we're like, disappear. Whoa, from reality. Oh, wow. Yeah, my place is a mess.
Wow.
Like, I just kind of want to, like,
Wait, did you just go?
disappear.
Yeah.
Whoa, from reality. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, my place.
Get that.
I got it. Holy shit.
Oh!
That happened. And you know, the funny thing is, the people who enjoy me, the people who like me, they don't really care about that. And sometimes, you know, I make a little pile on the floor and then pick it all up, throw it in the trash at the end of the day. Why? Because the trash is all the way over there and cooking is all the way over there, okay? But sometimes, right, after I'm done taking a shit, because I always take a shower afterwards because it's very convenient, I'll use a rubber glove, but I'll use the alternate side of it because it's slicker. It allows me to get a little, not like all the way up my butthole, but like about there. So I can clean it out. I spend like a good 5 minutes on my butt. So the next time I fart, there'll be no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very convenient. And, you know, if you were as smart as me, you'd do the same, but you're not. Do you care that every now and then throughout the day, I just make a little pile of gloves from cooking and taking a piss and cleaning and other stuff, and then finally just take it to the trash can? Nobody cares what I do. My girlfriend liked that I kept gloves. Like, yeah, make a little pile. Sometimes it's on the floor, sometimes the foot of my bed, sometimes even on my couch or my chair, you know? Just like, just put it there. Because, I mean, the trash can's all the fuck-ass way over there. That glove thing is actually clever, says Dylan. Oh my God! Oh. You guys really focus on that glove thing. Just like how Dylan's fans really focus on the garbage disposal thing. Clearly, you're just a fucking loser-ass hater who's here because Pod Awful told you to be here. Oh my God! It's like I could predict every fucking stupid thing you do! Oh, if you're not afraid, tell me your address. Oh, if you're so good at what you do, you should be able to find me. But you can't, because you're not good at what you do. The fact that you think I would be stupid enough to tell you my address because, why don't you tell me that? Why don't you tell me your address, son? And I'll send the cops after you. It'll be fun to send them to SWAT you.
He just maced them for no reason.
Oh, he threw a piece of bread at him.
You'll never find me in person. You'll never do anything. Even if I gave you my address, you wouldn't show up. You had my address. You realize that, right? I lived at the Wall Street Inn, right? In apartment 418. You guys all knew that. And you did nothing. Nothing with that.
Dude, throwing a piece of bread at me?
I know, it like totally sucked.
Red attack.
Nobody ever showed up at my door. Nobody did shit. Now I live in a whole new fucking place. And even if you knew where I was, you wouldn't do anything. I don't even live in a building. My front door leads to the world. And you'll do nothing with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's go bully the internet. This is Pod Awful.
Pod Awful sucks.
The dark future is here, let's get out of here. The internet is screwed from the space on the moon. Jesse bullies the goons. Pod Awful's watching you. La 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 la.
Baby. Somebody threw bread in my face. Pod Awful talks about it.
Yes, I certainly do. I see a challenge accepted in the chat room. That's right, challenge accepted big time. Ooh, you're gonna eat those words tonight, Harlan. Actually, I think you ate them a few nights ago. We'll see that a little bit later in the show. Welcome, everybody. This is Pod Awful. I'm your host, Jesse. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'm so excited to bring you this episode.
Excited. Very excited to see all of this.
Truly, this is going to be an amazing one. Thank you for joining me. We are live, as we are every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, podawful.tv on our brand new website, podawful.tv. Share that show, get it out there. We also go live on Wednesdays for our primo episodes in the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. And I would love to see you on Wednesday, too. You're going to hear about Wednesday a little bit later in the show as well. You're not going to want to miss that one either. It turns out tonight's show is deeply connected to the Primo show coming up on Wednesday. So I'm getting way too excited.
I have autism. I can't help it.
Anyway, since we are live, happy to be here, by the way. H2BH, let's check in, see what they're saying in that chat room. We got a lot of chats going on. The Santa Claus Joker, people are saying, poo-poo finger gloves. I have autism. I can't help it. Straight from the baker. Listen, if you never saw the Santa Cruz Joker fight stream, I don't know how to help you with this episode because listen, tonight's episode will be amazing. However, I do think that probably the pinnacle of Pod Awful is the Santa Cruz Joker fight stream. In fact, I could just go over that stream every single episode for the rest of my life. I would be content. You would be content. The internet would have content. And contempt, probably, for me. Well, actually, mostly from the Santa Cruz Joker, but we've got so many amazing things to show you tonight. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the night of the long loaves.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
You see, during the Santa Cruz Joker's fight, he got breaded.
Somebody threw bread in my face.
And as you can hear in the intro there, he did hit him with bread. Somebody said that. My favorite line, though, it's really hard to hear in the video, and for some reason, it's always stuck out to me. And I was trying to salvage it for that intro, but you really can't hear it at all. I don't know how I ever even noticed this line. So a guy goes, he's straight. Hit him with the bread. When you see a big fat guy, one of the Earth's jokers, by the way, just take it to the face with a bizarre homeless loaf of bread. There's just truly no greater dear God magic than that. And then moments later, some random citizen who I still to this day have not identified. If you're the man who shouted out of the van, Santa Cruz Joker, Jesse from Pod Awful, I know you. Please get in contact with me. I need to give you like a medal or something. You are the hero of all Pod Awful history. It really cannot be stated enough. Now, some of you are going to be confused because we've done The Night of Long Loaves before. I'll explain that in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, though, a Joker episode.
You all think you know me, that you understand me, that you comprehend me, but you have no idea what I am, what kind of demon you're dealing with.
He's the one and only Joker of Santa Cruz. He loves the hydro and he loves the booze. A madcap with under notoriety, hating on the homeless because we live in a society. The Santa Cruz Joker, he's a midday toker, a whiny little bitch named Maribel. He woke up in a karaoke legend, he's locally notorious. He's basically as far as you can get from meritorious.
Oh, God. Okay, all right, listen. My oxygen systems are down. The fan is down. The Santa Cruz Joker has cursed us with something.
I spent like a good 5 minutes on my butt.
I needed to spend a good 5 minutes on my fan, apparently. We have... Fuck, that was a close one. Thank you to Caleb in the chat for that one. I have switched to auxiliary oxygen, so we will be okay for the rest of this episode. That's going to make the after show really tough to do. I don't know about a pod after show tonight. We'll see. Oh, my God. What happened? How does that... It's just hanging there. How does that even happen? The vacuum of space. It's a terrible and bizarre mistress. Just pay no attention to that, okay? Pretend that the show is going well. You're not allowed to look here anymore for the rest of the night. Seriously, I'm too embarrassed. I should have just made this a screen. Why did I make it a physical fan? I could have just put an image on a screen. You guys would have been like, oh my gosh, it's the fan. Remember when Jesse talked about the fan? And now look where we are. Seriously, how did that even... It's just hanging. What does it even hang... I'm not kidding. It's not even connected to anything. It's floating. It's just floating there. I don't know if you can see that. It is just floating there. Anyway, this is so bizarre for the audio people who have never seen the show, and they're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Let's get to the real meat of the situation, and I, of course, do mean meat.
I live in a hellhole, surrounded by idiots.
Surrounded by bread. It's a sandwich. So, here's what happened. Back in October of last year, we had Awful Ween, one of my favorite episodes of the year to do, Awful Ween, and we had the Santa Cruz Joker Night of Long Loaves. Now, obviously, tonight's show is also called the night of the long loaves. This is going to be very confusing for my archiving on the new website. But here's what happened. Actually, let me just show you that night because we had a ton of fun. We obviously recently we did an episode all about sending a ton of concrete to Mersh. If you're not in the Pizza Fund, check that one out. It is an amazing episode. But we've been doing this slaw bombing thing for a while now, and we have bread bombed the Santa Cruz Joker before. It's extremely funny. I had a ton of fun doing it, and then something happened. Something went kind of screwy. Something went a little bit wrong. People are referring to this as the Night of Long Loaves, for we have sent Harlan as much bread as humanly possible. Here you see Harlan's
The long
front
Halloween.
door. And the first bag of bread has arrived. Somebody has ordered from CVS a couple loaves, just some white bread loaves, no big deal. Now, Harlan, very famously, he moved out of his old place. He said, "You're never going to find me again. You'll never see me again." But the bread is magnetically attracted to him. He's so big, he has a gravitational pull. He's just not wry enough to get away from it. Here comes the next batch. Another bag there. We've got 2 more loaves and a bag of hot dog buns.
We got brand new
Nice
stuff
and
for you.
ready
This is
for
just to
Harlan.
remind you where
Anything
we
he
were
wants
at
to do with them.
before.
If he wants to make a hot dog, if he wants to make a sandwich, he wants to butter him, make some toast, or if he just wants to smash his big, fat, stupid face into it. No big deal. The world's your oyster, Harlan. In fact, it's your oysters on a plate of fucking bread. Because here's some more bread.
Ooh, I feel like George
there's more
Floyd
bread.
right now.
Walgreens is now in the mix.
It is
And another
hot.
store, 7-Eleven.
Oh, I can't
7-Eleven
breathe.
and Walgreens have showed up. This is all the same night. This is the night of long loaves.
Somebody threw bread in my face.
So we thought.
The breadening is upon him. And we have another bag show up. A brown paper bag. Mystery bread contents. Here we go. And another bread. Another bag of bread. He can't avoid the bread. Now he's got so much bread. Somebody ordered him just bread from Subway, and they had to stick it into one of the other bags. There wasn't enough room for all the bread. Look at the bags. Look at all the bags. Where are you, Harlan? Where did you go? Why aren't you online for the past 24 hours? Is it because of the bag of ice? Was it the bag of ice that was left on your front door? Or was it? The bag of concrete? Rapid set 60 pounds of concrete, ladies and gentlemen, sent to the man's front door. And just like that, the Pod Awful cult wins again, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
Awful
maybe
Weed is officially here, and it's officially
maybe I
amazing.
spoke
But
just
Santa
a
Cruz
little
Joker is-
bit too soon.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
In fact, the Pod Awful cult in general got way too excited on this one. Now, as you can see, we've got one joke. It's sending a guy stuff, and oftentimes it involves concrete. If you're not here for that, tune out, okay? Because this is what we got for you. It's every episode of Pod Awful. We're just a show that sends people items they don't want over and over and over again, okay? Now, we thought we were sending Harlan these bags of bread, and then we found out, it turns out, they were just going to some random Hispanic woman. Oops. That's just a little bit of an oopsie on my part. I didn't know. We didn't know. This woman, she got so much bread, and I feel like she probably fed her kids with it. Listen, this is a very poor neighborhood. These apartments are not nice at all. They're one room. I mean, they're like an efficiency sort of. And hopefully we were able to feed those kids for her. Oh, thank you. Who blessed me with this pan? please, thank you. I don't know. I feel bad. There's nothing we can do to make it up to her without admitting to her that we are bad people. Hi, yeah, I do a podcast where we send a clown bread. Sorry, here's $20. No thanks. So anyway, we ruined this woman's night. This was all uncovered in a recent episode of the show. I think that one's in the Pizza Fund. If you want to hear our phone call with the woman, I don't remember what episode it was. It's one of the Santa Cruz Joker episodes. We talked to the lady and found out our mistake. Okay, so I'm embarrassed, obviously. And then I get very, very mad, and so does the Pod Awful Cult. The piranhas, there's blood in the water. They're fucking thirsty for it, man. They're hungry for it. He's chumming the waters, too, because he keeps taunting us with it. He says, you knew where I lived back when I was in Watsonville. Of course, we made fun of Santa Cruz Joker so many times because he doesn't even live in Santa Cruz. He lived in Watsonville, and then he moved. And when he moved, the place where we thought he was at, the Mexican lady's house, was in Santa Cruz. So finally we were thinking like, oh, okay. And of course we had seen him in a video with these kids that were taunting him, these black children making fun of one of the Earth's Jokers, because of course they are. What else are you supposed to do? A man walks around dressed as a Joker, and also he is 380 pounds. Are you supposed to say nothing? Are you supposed to high five him? He's also carrying mace and a knife. If you're a child, this man is ripe for the picking, and I'm a child. So we thought for sure, because in this video, it's near this library or something that's right by that apartment. We thought we had him. We're pretty sure he lived in this place at one point, but we could not figure out where he had gone since then. We couldn't even figure out the time frame when he had moved. He must have been in this little place for like a day. It couldn't have been longer than a month at any rate. And we thought we would never, ever find his actual new location. We have been doing, behind the scenes, the sickest amounts of autism you've ever seen.
Y'all some retards.
It is literally disgusting. Like, if you heard us planning, trying to figure out how does this window match with this window, trying to right our wrongs, trying to justify to ourselves how he actually does live in that place where the Mexican lady lives, you should have heard some of these people going, well, what if that's his girlfriend? He keeps saying he's got a girlfriend. Yeah, okay, he also says this.
I spent like a good 5 minutes on my butt.
I don't think he's got a girlfriend.
Every fucking day, I have to put up with this shit. Every single day. And it is maddening!
So, finally, a little bit of a break in the clouds comes. Dear God shines down upon us. He is happy with the level of autism that we've been putting into this. And like a shiny AU gold nugget, something just drops into our laps. We had been figuring out that Harlan has a few secret accounts on YouTube, and I've found those accounts. I have those, and I don't subscribe to them because I don't want them to know ahead of time that we've been documenting. You don't want a guy who looks like this to be documenting you. You want me as far away from your life as possible. Again, look at me. He's got a point. Look at me. So I've been secretly documenting things, and I've found his Instagram accounts, his fake Instagram accounts, and I know the fake names he uses in all these different places, and a few of my guys had figured this out as well. And one of them managed to figure out that his Facebook account, which isn't super hidden, really, but his Facebook account uses the name Alistair because the Santa Cruz Joker is Allegay. He thinks that's a cool name. Oh, yes, actually, I'm Alistair Moncrief. The most amazing part of all of this, though, is Santa Cruz Joker, again, not really hiding himself too well on his Facebook. It's pretty obvious it's him. He then goes and posts something for sale on Facebook's marketplace. Now, you have heard him talk about, ever since he first moved out of Watsonville, that cockroach infested, that hellhole that he's been living in.
I live in a hellhole, surrounded by idiots.
He's been bragging about the fact that he bought this electric scooter. And according to him, it's a super, super nice electric scooter. And of course, we know that if he bought it, that means his mom bought it. And keep in mind, that's the mom who thought, you know what? I'll marry a Nazi and have his child. Now, Harlan loves to tell you that he hates Nazis, but he's got no problem with his Nazi-loving mama.
Fuck you, nigger.
Whoa. Nice guy, please. So, anyway, his mom buys him this scooter. And we're always thinking, like, how funny would it be to see the big, fat Joker riding around town at a top speed of 1, perhaps even -1. I'm not sure that the thing doesn't just go backwards the second he starts stepping on it. It might traverse time. He's too fat for it to convey him somewhere. I'm positive of this. We keep imagining what it would look like, and we've never once seen him on it. He vaguely showed it in a video one time, and then it just disappeared. Well, guess where it ended up? On Facebook Marketplace, and we found it. And ladies and gentlemen, exactly what you think happened has happened. What a fucking dork, they say in the chat room. Oh, it gets way worse. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us take a look at the scooter for sale. Now, again, this was posted by Alistair. And it says, somebody buy this damn electric scooter off me. $800. And I know what you're thinking. That seems a mighty steep price. And also, did he spell buy wrong? Yes, he did. He spelled buy the wrong way. Why? Because he's smarter than you. He actually knows stuff you don't know, like using gloves up your anus. So let's take a look at it. It says, I bought this for $1,000 on Amazon, which I know everybody's red flags are going up. No, you didn't. Unfortunately, I did not realize it didn't have solid tires. Somebody tell me, what does solid tires mean? Because I guarantee you what it means for Harlan is he too fat to ride. This is a man who is flattening his modes of transportation. He can't ride, and the reason he had to get the scooter, by the way, is he used to ride the public bus, and they made him stop. He's no longer allowed. He's banned forever, because every time he gets on, every single Goodyear, I don't know how many tires they've got on the, but they've got the double wheels on there. They flatten. In fact, when he walks around, he has to roll. He rolls in these pre-made ditches throughout Santa Cruz that exist only for him. They had to make them, or else he would not be able to get from point A to point B. Why he needs to get from point A to point B is an entirely different question. I've never understood what he needs this scooter for. It says, I've only rode it once.
They're cyberbullying me to death.
This is literally what we predicted. We said this. We said there's no way he's riding this thing around. He's too fat for it. He tried it one time. It went... the not so solid tires completely deflated. It cracked in half, which he's trying to hide here with shadows. He's using shadow work to try to make you not realize that. And then he went, well, I guess I'll just keep this for 2 years so that Pot Awful doesn't make fun of me. And by the way, good idea. That was smart of you.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
That actually, for once, you did the right thing. So it goes on to say, let's see what else it says here. Go ahead and look up the scooter and try to fight it for cheaper. Okay. If you do, I will match that price. If not, please don't try to undersell me. Oh, yeah, this is a wheeling and dealing sort of guy. Harlan's a businessman before all else. Now, of course, when you show up to buy this scooter, the man is wearing pancake makeup, but don't take him for a fool. Don't try to undersell me. I need that money to buy a new scooter because I actually need this thing for transportation. Because I don't like transportation to where? You don't have a job. I need this thing for transportation because I don't like driving a car. You don't like it. Imagine trying to afford gas in Biden's America. Ladies and gentlemen, James Orenstone, everybody. You know what I'm talking about? That's the problem. He can't drive a car because he would be complaining about the gas constantly, and he'd have to find a way to make it Trump's fault. Actually, Trump is a... So it says here, I have posted this multiple times and everybody keeps trying to undersell me and I really hate that. Please don't not try. Okay. We won't not try. Great. Thank you. Thank you for wording it that way. That's perfect. Let's see what else it says. It has a max speed of 40 miles. That's a distance, but okay. It lights up. Has its own key, even has a horn on it, which, by the way, again, after he wrote it the first time, the horn went from going to how about I punch you in your goopy vagina? Kind of strange. And then it says it's big, it's sturdy. He's talking about himself. You're going to love it. He's no longer talking about himself. And I'm going to love the money. Great selling point. Thank you. Edit, somebody came in telling me just to put rubber tires on it, not realizing that I spent okay, so even in Facebook Marketplace, Harlan can't handle the trolls. It's too much for him. Now, let's see what else this says, because it gets cut off there, but we've actually got more photos of this thing. You'll notice I have a lot of tabs for you. You know it's a great episode of Pod Awful when there are tabs out. Everybody say it with me. Tabs out the wazoo.
I'm Tom Gully, and you're watching Is This Live, the show on the Pod Awful TV network. podawful.pizza.
Okay, let's go to the next one. So here's another shot of our rickety scooter. And again, you take one step onto this thing, you're going to hear it creak. Forget it creak, it's a river at this point. It's so loud. All right, and then it says, somebody came in telling me just to put rubber tires on it, not realizing that I spent a month trying to do that. A month? Trying? Just do it. Alistair, don't you run, by the way, Alistair Absher, whose profile picture is the rebel symbol from Star Wars. What did Yoda say? Do or do not? There is no try. I think that's also a famous Freemason saying. Anyway, it says here, he spent a month trying to do that. They don't make rubber tires for this specific brand. Oh, it's like, shut up and mind your business if you're not going to buy it. So he's angry. He's angry on his own Facebook postings. He can't get away from this stuff no matter where he goes. And of course, we can't help but notice the map that's included here. And I'm not talking about Harlan himself, who, let us not forget what this is all really about. The real reason we're going after Harlan again, the real reason we needed to find that address. Harlan Dale Absher II, the Santa Cruz Joker, Alistair Absher. This guy, and I'm not fucking kidding around when I say this, and I swear to God, sue me. Sue me if I'm lying, okay? Defamation. Sue me for defamation, Harlan. if I'm lying, if I made up those screenshots, this guy is a pedophile. Now, to me, a pedophile is a guy who messages underage girls on Instagram knowing they are underage, and then even after being told by the girl that she's underage and uninterested in his sexual advances, continuing on asking, "Do you send?" A phrase I have never heard before, but one that I've studied very, very hard. Tonight, Pod Awful sends. So this whole time, I've been dying to put Harlan away for good, to bring him to justice. You know, I bought a prison, Guantanamo Bay, and we opened up a special wing of it just for Harlan and the Legion of Goo. And that, of course, is our Arkham Asylum wing, our bat wing of Guantanamo Bay. We've already got Katie Lynn Donahue, Two-Face, in there. Harlan's got a cell with his name on it, and he's evaded justice this entire time. The second we realized we had the wrong address, we went, we're fucked. We're never going to catch this guy. It's time to catch the criminal. Harlan Dale Absher is, and I mean this, a paranormal man. It's true. He tries to fuck underage girls, and he will claim all day it's photoshopped, but I have the screenshots. I didn't Photoshop them. Santa Cruz Batman didn't Photoshop them. And the girls who he sent these messages to, they're out there. One day, Harlan, they're going to find Pod Awful. I'm not going to seek them out. They're underage girls. I'm not you. And I know ever since I called you out for being a pedophile, all of your posts are, actually, it is Pod Awful who is the pedophile. Uno reverse. +4. So, I'm not taking that. All right? Nobody buys it. Nobody thinks that's true. You actually are a pedo, and you're very upset because you got caught. I'm not going to contact these girls, but one day they'll find Pod Awful. And one day they'll share those screenshots directly with me. And one day, one of them is going to say, yeah, I'll come on the show. I'll stand up. I'll put my face out there. I'll say, this guy is a fucking child predator. He can call himself Alistair all day, which, by the way, is, I believe, the name of a child predator. I think that's what it's like being named Jeeves. You're going to be a butler. You name your kid Alistair, and guess what he's going to grow up to be? He's actually never going to fully grow up inside his mind. He's going to find children attractive forever. So we see this map and we start getting excited because not only does this mean, oh, maybe we can finally find him, it also means Harlan is officially, once again, no longer the Santa Cruz Joker. You can't claim that title if you don't live in Santa Cruz, and he now lives the furthest he's ever lived from it. This listing is for Aptos, California. Aptos. You ever heard of it? No? Well, that's crazy. Isn't it basically part of Santa Cruz? No? This is like, you know when a guy is like, somebody says, where do you live? And the guy goes, and he sits there for a minute. And you can tell he's thinking about it. He knows that what he's going to say is something like, I live in Shishkashaw. And you're going to go, what? So he's doing that math in his head. You see the math. And he goes, Chicago. And you go, you know he doesn't. You know he doesn't. This is worse than that. Shishkashaw is closer to Chicago than fucking Aptos is to Santa Cruz. There's multiple counties and cities between and I know somebody from the area is going to correct me on this. They're going to go, actually, we kind of consider it the same thing. Well, guess what? We don't. You're now the Aptos Joker. All right? Good luck marketing that. You've got to change your YouTube title. You've got to change all your videos around. You actually have to go back in and re-edit them. You're going to have to get new Mersh-style business cards. Make sure you get the gold foil inlay. Wow, is that Cillian Rail? No, it's actually Road Rage, the greatest font ever. Just ask everyone currently who's using Vaporwave aesthetics. The Simpcast has the exact same font as Revenge of the Sis. And he went and got fucking business cards with that shit on it.
They're cyberbullying me to death.
Santa Cruz Joker, no more. You know who the Santa Cruz Joker is? Me. I actually lived in Santa Cruz. I've been there. I'm not sure that the Santa Cruz Joker, fucking Harlan, has ever even actually been there. That might have all been CGI. So, the Aptos Joker, and he's going to hate that, by the way. The angriest part he'll be over this is not the pedo shit. It's not the night of the long loaves. He won't like that you no longer consider him to be living in Santa Cruz. So make sure you hit him with that. The Aptos Joker is not happy about all of this. And as you can see, here's another shot of his handlebars. I can ride a scooter with no handlebars. No handlebars. No handlebars. Jules, cut to me. Look at me. Look at me. Hands in the air like it's good to be alive. I'm a famous Joker, even when the paths are all crookedy. So, I don't know why I included it. Well, you don't need to see the handlebars, but it's fun to see them. Look at the hand. I'm going to make you look at them. Look into the handlebars. Stare into their being. I can't breathe and I'm hot. Please do anything but look at me right now. So there's the handlebars. What else do we have here? Okay. So this is what's interesting to me. I start digging through his stuff, his profile, and he's actually sold 3 other items. And one of them, he actually previously sold a different scooter on Facebook Marketplace. This is nuts. You don't see this very often. The man has flattened 2 scooters. It shouldn't even be possible. What the hell? It should not even be possible for a guy to do this. He's completely made 2 scooters unrideable and then tried to make that someone else's problem. Now, obviously, the photo he was using in that one is not a photo of his actual scooter, and you know there's gotta be a reason for that. You know that he didn't just go willy-nilly and get a completely different scooter photo. He had to do that because his scooter is now bent. You couldn't ride it straight to save your life. And of course, it is Pride Month, so that's a good thing. So he's tried to sell a scooter on there before. He says it's a really smooth ride, but it's not anymore. It's a really smooth ride, but, and I do mean but,
I spent like a good 5 minutes on my butt.
It's a really smooth ride, but it's just really not for me. Yeah, because you're 1,000,000 pounds. It's also not for a T-Rex. There's a lot of things that this scooter's not for. A tank. The pile of cement on Mersh's front yard. A lot of things could not ride the scooter. I should know. It can hold a full-grown adult male. I should know because I am one. Nah, you're 2. LOL, he says. He typed LOL into his Facebook post. And it goes really fast downhill. Well, sure. Yeah, when you've got Cartman sitting on the back of your sled, you go a little faster. Anyways, hit me up and let me know if you're interested. And no one did. This thing went unsold. You want to see some other stuff that he's been selling? All right, let's throw some more up here. What else we got? He sold his PlayStation 4. This guy's hard up. He sells the PlayStation 4 for $400, which isn't that what it was new? I don't know. I'm selling my PlayStation 4 and all of my games for $400. It has all the cords and works perfectly. Okay, well, take it to GameStop. They'll give you 1 cent. Maybe some store credit. I don't know. You can trade in something. It has all the cords and works perfectly. Also comes with the PlayStation camera. I'm more invested in my Xbox One anyways, and I really need the money. And everything here is, stop telling people you really need the money, okay? If they know you really need the money, they'll go, you'll take 200. Final offer. Sorry, retard. Okay, bye. and everything here is worth way more than I'm asking for. No, it's not. The second it entered your, and this is in Watsonville, the second it entered your roach-infested nightmare room of a living situation, and again, just to remind you,
Turn off your garbage disposal! Stop! Stop!
no PlayStation camera should be forced to look upon that.
I live in a hellhole! Surrounded by idiots!
I mean, yeah, maybe the PlayStation has a controller, but you have no control. So anyway, he thinks this is worth so much. Send him concrete, they say in the chat room. I cut all the cords before I sell it. So what else do we have here? Oh, this is, okay, this is my favorite one. This is so funny. I need you to really imagine this. Harlan Absher, the Santa Cruz Joker, the former Santa Cruz Joker, he started at $70 and he went down to $30. Tried to sell black size 12 men's Heelys. How the fuck did this guy wear Heelys? So this man flattened an electric scooter. He flattened a regular scooter. And then he dug the wheels of some Heelys so deep back into the sole that they're essentially now just shoes. And he's trying to pawn them off on somebody. It says here, I tried them once. There's a very... Is anyone noticing a pattern? A man gets on a wheeled item one time ever, every single time, and then he's done with it. Over. Kaputski. I tried them once and almost killed myself. I'm gonna kill myself!
Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
Every fucking day, I have to put up with this shit. Every single day! And it is maddening!
Now, people are questioning the size 12. We'll actually see for sure what size shoe he wears later in the show. Okay? This is one of those types of episodes. Your questions will be answered. So, clearly, I clearly do not have the balance or mobility. Oh, you got the wrong type of scooter. That's your problem, Harlan. You need a mobility scooter to use these, but you probably do because you're probably not the size of my house. They just been sitting in a box since, sitting in a box nice and clean and new. Anyways, hit me up. Let me know if you're interested. And of course, nobody was. Not even after he cut down the price to $30. Nobody ever came for it. All right, this has been amazing. By the way, we're barely scratching the surface. There's a lot more to go here. This has been amazing so far. I hope you guys have been excited.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
I'm going to die. I'm so hot right now, but there's more, and there's so much good stuff here. Look at this, all right? Now, this is incredible. This was found by Richard, by the way, the guy who made the new pizza fund. So give a hand to Richard. He looked up the scooter, and he wanted to know, if the Santa Cruz Joker is too fat for this scooter, how much can the scooter hold? Well, here's the information right here, and if you look, it says the load, it's the gross weight load is 120 kilograms, aka 260 pounds. So just to be clear, the Santa Cruz Joker, who for years has been saying over and over again that he is 220 pounds and not an ounce over, is officially over 260 because his scooter cannot carry him.
Let's go, felted, etc.
That is amazing. I mean, we now have, that's proof positive. You never get this. No other show can get to the bottom of something like that. All right. Now, what else do we have here? Okay. So, of course, at some point, fat feet, they say in the chat room, by the way, fat feet, dainty feet. Harlan is gross weight. That's true. That's very true. So at some point, of course, some intrepid young viewer of the show decides to contact Harlan about picking up that scooter. You know, he happens to live in the Aptos area, the Tri-Cities, and he wants that scooter. It's $1,000 for that scooter normally. He actually wasn't. He did knock off $200. It's $1,000. So $800, pretty good deal. This is from Frederick. Frederick says to Alistair, "Hey, do you have a video of the scooter working? I'm interested in buying this for my grandson." And Alistair responds, "I don't have a video for it working because I've never been able to really ride it." This is a man just telling on himself. You hate to see this. He thinks this is private. It's not. Assume it's never private. If you are a goon, if you're one of the Earth's cows, please just stop assuming you've ever had a private conversation. You haven't. They will, even the ones that have been private up until this point, they will one day be made public. Whoever you're talking to will one day come to the side of awful. So he says, "I'm a little too fat for it. Not going to lie. I bought myself a new one that holds my weight and has solid tires, but the one I'm selling has air tires. I haven't." So Harlan is too fat for air. The thing that the Earth is covered in. He's one of the Earth's jokers, and yet he is way too big to exist in one of the Earth's most plentiful things. You've only got two other things left after that: land and sea. And once you've crushed those beneath you, that's it. No more place to be. You have to start being careful. I don't know how much over 260 is. Again, I think he's over 300 pounds, but just make sure that you don't hit the part where land is too much for you. I haven't done anything with it for 3 months, and so the tires are flat. Completely flat. So there you go. There's the proof the tires are flat. He's claiming it's because of time. I'm claiming it's because of the obvious. But they just need to be pumped up and also patched and also replaced. And also there needs to be new shocks on this. And also you're going to have to duct tape it in the middle. And also I hope you don't mind the sound of the entire time you ride it. That's not it squeaking, by the way. The scooter learned how to scream under my weight. It is really fast. He's going to need a helmet and elbow pads and knee pads. So he was riding around in a helmet, elbow pads, and knee pads over top of his purple suit. But it is a thing to behold. That sounds like it. There are videos online of people riding that brand. So if you want to negotiate a price, I might just sell it for less because honestly, wait, is this the same? Is this the right one? Yeah, okay. Because honestly, I just really need to get rid of it. Anyways, hope you're doing well. Get back to me when you can. And our friend Frederick responds, "Thanks for the information. My grandson is a pretty heavy set as well. Heavy set guy. Would you mind me asking what your weight is?" That seems a little intrusive, Frederick. I just want to make sure it's a good fit for him. That's weird. Why would Frederick want to know the exact weight of a man? I'm willing to give you asking price. It seems like a good deal. So, hey, he'll pay full fucking price for it. Why not? And Joker responds, "I'm 240, so I exceed the weight limit a little bit." Oh, do you? Oh, is that right? Because, liar.
Sad! Pathetic!
No. The gross weight limit is 260. You don't exceed that if you're 240. You're under it. You're way above that. You're in Mersh trying his hardest to work it off territory. Not able to ride a normal human scooter territory. So then Frederick responds, "All right, my grandson is around 210 to 220 pounds. I hope that would work out. I can come pick it up tomorrow evening. Where would you like to meet?" This is where things get important, right? So they figure out a place to meet, all right? And he says, that works for me. What's a good time and place for you? Alistair responds, we can meet near my place. I just live off the corner of blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I just got out of the shower, so I'd say in a half an hour or an hour, whatever is good for you. So they're making this deal quick, man. This has got to happen. This thing's moving. He says, you sure I was, so I don't know what happened here, but he says, Alistair says, you sure I was actually going to suggest that? Sorry I had to work really late. Wait, what? Sorry I had to work really late today, but I do have the day off tomorrow, so that works out perfectly. So now he's lying to just complete strangers who presumably will never see him again once they attempt to ride off into the sunset on his scooter and, of course, just fall forward, just timber, and they're done. That doesn't seem right to me. Why would you even tell this person? You don't have a job. We know for a fact he does not have a job. Why is he saying this? So what was he too busy doing on this day? My guess is he walked outside to get the scooter prepared. You know, the guy's supposed to be coming over in an hour. He takes one look at it and realizes, number one, I'm going to have to knock all these cobwebs off of it. Where the fuck did those come from? How did a corn cob even get in the shed? And number two, I'm going to have to go buy duct tape because this thing ain't making it off the patio. So Frederick says, perfect. See you tomorrow. I'll send you a message when I'm on the way. Now, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we had been trying to confirm this, whether or not I'd had people reaching out to me saying, I think he lives here. I think he's over here. I know where he's at. He lives in this trailer park. We'd had all of these leads, and we managed on our own, really, to find the address, but there was no confirmation. Well, now he's told us that he wants to meet at this corner right here. So we Google mapped it, and we got our first image of what we believed to be the Santa Cruz Joker's actual abode. His joke lair. His bat cave. And it is a cave. Because let me tell you something. This is all you can see on Street View. This little sliver of the house right here, there's hedges all around it. The Santa Cruz Joker could not have picked a better place to end up at if he wanted to avoid the wrath of Pod Awful. It's actually genius. It is incredibly difficult to see this building, and when we researched it further, it was pretty clear that this place is split up into multiple units. Now, I need you to understand something. This place has at least 4 different families living in it, or there's 4 units. I'm not giving out this address. I'm not trying to make it so that you guys mess with the Santa Cruz Joker, because it's too likely that you'll do like we did before and screw it up. Because I guarantee you, who's ever living in the rest of the units in this place is probably some poor Mexican woman, and Pod Awful's done enough to hurt the Latinx community already, okay? So let's give the abuelas and abuelitas some just a bit of a break, and don't go trying to find this one on your own. However, if you're part of the Pod Awful cult, podawful.com/cult, podawful.com/discord, it's our Discord. If you're in there and we get a wild hair about us, well, you could join us and I can direct you in exactly what you need to do to properly bread bomb a man. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we sent a test. We needed to find out if this was legitimately the location or not. And so we ordered some PP gloves, and they got delivered to this front door right here. And I want you to take a very hard look at this. There's the bag of PP gloves. It's nighttime. And what an odd looking arrangement. This screen door that is falling apart. This bizarre school desk next to the window. We're looking at this and going, yeah, this could definitely fit the way Harlan's room appears on camera. If you stop paying attention to his trash heap of PP gloves in the middle of the room, you may notice there is a window next to the door there, and we know he's got a screen door because he pisses directly out of it, which means these gloves, ironically enough, are sat upon his own pee-pee puddle. What an odd placement for them. But yes, welcome to the fucking dark future where you can use DoorDash and Uber Eats as surveillance against a man. Now, I want you to know right now, we began this operation fully. This is our test, but after we tested this, we began this operation fully a little over a week ago. We did this in the World War section of the Pizza Fund, podawful.com/pizza. It's in the fans of hate level. We launched Operation Fledermaus. Operation Fledermaus. And if you would like to see us discover all of this shit live that you're going to see tonight, all of these things as they happen, moment to moment, see my original absolute excitement. And I'm still pretty excited about this. The stuff you're about to see is insane. I can't overhype it. But if you want to see the actual live moment of it, join the Pizza Fund. Listen, it's a big level. It's the fans of hate level. That's one of the big levels. But if you're interested and you want to support the show, we're adding content constantly to it. And we've got a huge archive of shit in there already. Ask anybody who's in the Pizza Fund. They don't regret it. Podawful.pizza. I'm just throwing that out there because that World War, after this, yeah, it's like a footnote now. I did that World War, this very expensive episode, just to give you guys all of this content for free. So if you appreciate that sort of thing, go check it out and check out all of the World War episodes when you join. You get access to all of those things. So we're looking at this picture. Now, this is before the World War, and we're going, how do we know for sure that we've got the right place? It's impossible to tell. Oh, wait. No, it's not. I remembered something. Something struck me. This pee-pee mat that the gloves are sitting on, this home mat with the heart on it, this bizarre texture to it like stone. I've seen this somewhere before. I know it in my heart of hearts. So I did some thinking. I did some digging. And sure enough, I went through the Santa Cruz Joker's Instagram. And there it was. In one of his videos he had uploaded over a year ago. No, a year ago. It was about a year ago. There it is, the mat. We found our guy. It's finally happened. The night of the long loaves is ready to commence.
God entered my body like a body my same size. I know all of God's secrets. Would you like to know what God thinks?
What apple? Is our God now.
And I do see non-stop visions from God. Do you want to get an answer on what God thinks from somebody that doesn't have God? Or do you want an answer from somebody that does have God? Click on the link.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. Podawful.pizza.
Pizza.
Podawful.pizza.
P-I-C-C-A.
All right, listen, I really do give away all the best stuff for free. People like to talk shit about it, but I always want the best stuff out there for you guys to see. But that said, we built this brand new website. It's amazing. Podawful.com, podawful.pizza. It's the same website. You can go to either one of those links. It takes you to the same place, basically. And I want you guys to check it out, and I'm dying for you to do it. You can join for as little as $1, and you will get immediate access to a ton of shit. I recommend you do that now because the dollar level ain't going to give you that stuff forever. I'm leaving the things in the dollar level right now so that you can try out the Pizza Fund for free. It's not a free trial, but it's pretty fucking close. And like I said, we set all of this stuff up in one of the highest levels of the Pizza Fund, and I'm still giving it to you for free. So if you appreciate that kind of stuff, you like what we do here, listen, every single Wednesday we do premium episodes, the Primo shows, podawful.pizza, 8 p.m. Eastern time, just like tonight. And this coming Wednesday show is going to be directly connected to this one, okay? It's a brand, it's a whole other goon, and yet it's directly connected to this one, and this is a developing feature. This is happening right now. I'm always updating the things. I'm adding old stuff and adding new stuff. There's a lot of new stuff in the Pizza Fund right now at many different levels. And I just want to give you a quick sneak peek at a little something. This is, if you didn't already see this was just posted to the Pizza Fund the other day. It's a trailer for, I think this is in the, let me make sure of this because I don't want to steer you guys the wrong way. I don't want you to think I'm ripping you off or anything here. What level is this? Oh, this is in the $1 level. You can get this for fucking $1 right now. I thought it was $6. For $1 right now, you can get this. I'm telling you, this guy, this is a brand new goon. You've never seen this guy before in the show. You may never see him again. We love this guy. Zach, if you're out there, we want you back, okay? Please rejoin our Discord. You are incredible. This man is the ultimate goon. He's all of the goons rolled into one. Their best features, he's got the voice of Santa Cruz Joker, the body of Robert Robinson, the stolen valor of Michael Wright. He's got all of the hobbies and accoutrement of Rufio Phoenix, and he's got the ego of Mersh. And if he hears me say that, I assume he'll never want anything to do with me again. But that's okay, because at the very least, we already got this out of him. And play. I thought you were playing. And play. And that's weird. I've hit play, but nothing is happening. Okay. Very strange. Let's try this one more. Oh, okay. I was just going to click out of it, and what it decided to do was start after I did that. All right. You want to try again? I sort of got on the Pizza Fund. That doesn't happen. Your shit just plays. Let's try that one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Plague Doctor Zach, a brand new goon.
Oh shit, here's a fucking thing that's gonna get me banned. People are fucking calling me right now! They're all fucking calling me now! They're all calling me! How did they get my fucking number? Just so happened to fucking get the blah blah blah. Fuck you! Keep calling my phone. Keep doing it.
You insist?
I mean,
he has swords. Of course he has.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Katana. Yo, look at the fedora, the plague mask with the fedora. Plague mask with the fedora.
Holy shit.
It's not sharp at all. Look.
You Zach. I thought you studied the blade.
Zach, do you have any night vision goggles?
Available now on the $1 level of the Pizza Fund. Woo! How good does that look? $1, the Basement Crew level. Go check it out. And immediately following tonight's show, normally we do a pod after show, but like I said, I'm burning up right now. I got to fix the fan. So instead, in the $6 level, which is the Dregs of Society level, I'm just going to start calling them their names. You know, people hear these numbers and they start getting spooked, okay? It's really not that much money. If you're fretting over $20 inside of 1 month, I fear for you. You may be a Santa Cruz Joker, I don't like cars style of guy. So I'm just telling you right now, okay?
this after show, it's not gonna be an after show. It's not gonna be a live show. I'm not gonna be live in the Discord or any of that. I'm dying right now, and the more my excitement builds, the worse it gets. Instead, I'm gonna post in the same level, Dregs of Society level. You are going to get, and this is great, if you've ever watched our porn bombing episodes, you're familiar with a character named Hard Ray. If you've ever seen me H2BH on someone else's show, you might have seen Hard Ray, and Hard Ray is the harbinger of porn bombing. Well, I spoke to the real Hard Ray. Okay? It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. We just randomly ran into the actual Hard Ray on a live stream. We spoke. It's a short video, but it's well worth it. If you're into that sort of thing, check it out. And that's it. I'm done. Was that so bad? And now you get a bunch of shit for absolutely free. And again, you don't really deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now the night of the long loaves. Let's take a look. We got to work. Operation Fledermaus was underway. And we had to bread that Joker. So we started getting our orders together. Now let's take a look at some of these orders, shall we? Nope, that's the wrong camera. There we go. We started getting our orders ready. And it was just simple stuff, you know, Hostess bread, enriched and white. My favorite type. Listen, that was chosen at random out of a hat on the very first episode of Pod Awful. Enriched and white, but we do like it that way here. What else do we have? We've got Earth's Best Baby Foods nuggets for the Earth's Joker. Have no clue what a baby food nugget is, but that's interesting. And of course, he is a pedo, so that's great for him. We've also got San Luis sourdough bread sliced being sent. There's a lot of these. These are just examples. All right, if you thought it was a ton of bread being sent to the Mexican lady, you will not believe the amount that we sent this time. We pulled out all the stops. We took out the big guns. We've got artisan baguette sourdough, an artisan bread bowl French, artisan Dutch crunch bread, artisan bread sourdough, fresh baked rustic authentic baguette. This is one person's order, by the way. Artisan baguette French. These are all different breads. Even the repeats, it's a different style of that bread. Here's one. I probably shouldn't have showed that. Oh well, oops. We've got some gloves on their way to him, some PP gloves and some classic white bread loaf. And here's the first delivery. And you might be thinking to yourself, Jesse, that doesn't look like the door you showed me earlier. What gives? Well, you're right. These drivers are stupid. And like I said, there are multiple units at this place. So please do not bother these people like our drivers did. But they continued sending them to the wrong doors despite our incredibly detailed instructions. By the third order, we knew exactly where these things needed to go, and yet the drivers were all too Mexican to listen. Here you can see one of them just ended up next to a garage here, just a random spot. There's not even a door located here. This is literally just the side of a building, nowhere near where Harlan even lives. And look, this order ended up right next to it. So this happens over and over and over again, even going well into the night. More bags just keep showing up to the wrong spot. I know what you're thinking, Jesse, isn't that kind of a waste? This one, and I'm not kidding, this isn't even Harlan's address. This one is down the street from Harlan. Jesse, was the night of the long loaves once again unsuccessful? No, it was not. I promise you it wasn't. In fact, let's kill the Wagner here for a second. I'm going to show you some really, really incredible stuff here in a second. However, I just want you to know, even the loaves that did not make it to their destination in the photos we have eventually got to Harlan. We know this for a fact. We know it multiple ways. But here's a phone call from the World War episode just to give you an idea.
Well, don't say you got the picture. We don't want them to know that you're ordering all this bread.
Hello, this is Jamil from DoorDash.
Hey, Jamil, it's Harlan again. I've got some, I think some other food that was delivered, and it's not next to my door. I'm disabled. I think it's by the garage. Would it be possible for you to like grab those bags and bring it up to my door, please?
Those bags.
Yeah, no problem at all. If I see it, I can definitely get it and bring it up for you.
Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver.
No problem
And
at
take
all.
a picture. And take a
All right. And take a picture. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Bye.
Now, we always say take a picture. Jamil did take some of those loaves up to the door for us, but Jamil probably ran into some pretty big problems when he did. And of course, a lot of the reason we have so many photos of bread in front of other doors, but not too many photos of bread in front of Harlan's door is about to become extremely clear to you in a way that we never intended. Okay, so let's take a look again at the loaves, and this is nuts. All right, so we've got one at the wrong address here. Now look at this. It says, now this number, this is an Uber Eats number. Don't call that number. It's not going to go to anything. Hello, Ben. Safeway only has one of these sourdough breads. Do you want me to get 2 different types of breads? No joke. We ordered so much bread that the local stores were beginning to run out. We had multiple drivers contacting saying the store has no bread. You ordered this French bread, they're out. They got nothing. There's just nothing in it. We had to start coming up with other things, hot dog buns and shit like that. So it's a lot. It's a lot of bread. And certainly, and by the way, this actually ended up happening over several nights. In the first night, at the very least, I want to say 30 drivers showed up to Harlan's place. And here we go. Here's our first look on this night with the bread in front of the door. You can see the weird screen door. They've put it on the weird school desk. You've got the weird home mat. And of course, we pointed all of these things out to every driver who went, but most of them just did not listen to us. Now, here's where things start to get very, very interesting. This picture is of a baguette sitting in front of Harlan's door, and Harlan's door is wide fucking open! He's home. His door is open. His apartment is 1 by 2, and he is sitting right there. He can see the delivery person drop off the bread, and best part of all, he's sitting there dumbfounded, mouth agape, aghast, begogged at what he's witnessing. The man then steps back from the bread, straight hit him with the bread, and he takes a photo of Harlan's front door. And that photo is going to Lord knows where. Harlan has no clue any of this is happening. Remember, he doesn't know that the first night of the long loaves ever even happened. He doesn't know what this is. This is the actual first delivery to his door. He's sitting there. He's got no AC. You think I'm hot right now? You think my fan is broken? The guy's got nothing. He's got to leave his door open. He's got to leave this weird trash bag screen door sitting here, or else he will die. It's sweltering in there, and the man is scooter breaking weight. Now, everybody in the chat room is, of course, losing it. And if you're loving the bread, post bread in chat. We do need to see the bread in chat. Score bombed. I swear Jesse is doing G. I don't know what that means. Ha, 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 ha. Sunk that bread ship. Okay, so we saw this, and we're like, this is too much. This is impossible. Imagine what's happening in his mind right here. You just can't see it because of the screen. If you look right here, this is where Harlan's chair is, where he sits for all of those videos we watch with him. He's right here. He has to be. There's nowhere else for him. And he doesn't even have a toilet. Remember, he pees onto this spot. Everybody's posting bread right now. And we thought this could not be topped. But then we get this photo.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Somebody threw bread in my face.
Every fucking day, I have to put up with this shit. Every single day. And it is maddening!
So we've got a new bag in front of the door. The guy is taking a photo. The screen door is now open. And Harlan's Frankenstein-style black 12 men's Heeley shoes are visible in the fucking photo.
My whole life has just been people like pot awful.
A fat, drunk, physically disabled, mentally ill person.
So Santa Cruz Joker's standing there, probably screaming at this poor Mexican, going, "Who are you? What are you doing? I didn't order this." And the guy is just ignoring him. By the way, hero of all heroes to Jorge or whatever this man's name is. This dude rules because he is simply ignoring it, taking the photo, and getting the fuck out of there. Now, that's what all of the drivers should be doing. They're saying wide open in the chat room. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Just watching this guy take a picture of the bread. Ha ha ha. I don't know how to convey that. Like, if this is not funny to you, this is the wrong show for you. Tune out forever. Unsubscribe. You don't need me. We don't need you. It's a friendly parting, okay? We're mutually agreeing to just divorce here. Because, and if you're the audio people, you can't see this. I know you need to watch the video version of the show. The podcast is sort of a legacy at this point. It's sort of I'm just giving that out as a convenience to people. I really shouldn't even do it anymore. I hope my words are enough. This image is nuts. This image is absolute insane. Like, I can't put it into words. I ran out of words. I didn't have the words when it happened. I haven't been able to come up with them since then. We're looking at a man's medicated boots. Them shoes got medicine in them. This guy, you can see this, like, he's walking around like Herman Munster, stomping around, getting mad, and some poor tequila drunk Mexican is just like, "I gotta get to my next delivery. I gotta get this vanilla shake to my next delivery." Now, if this was not good enough for you, I can't help you. Oh, wait, yes, I can, because we've got a better one. Ladies and gentlemen, the fucking crown jewel of all Santa Cruz Joker photos. And you can't even really see the Santa Cruz Joker in this, and it's still that good. Here it is. I should have a drum roll. I don't have a drum roll anymore. All these fucking sounds. Chris Chan, give me a drum roll.
You goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigga.
Nice guy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Now, it's a little hard to see, but if we scroll up from the two bags sitting here, the screen door has now been closed, and yes, you can see inside. There's a man standing there speaking to another man. It's very difficult to see, but it's there. That's an Uber Eats driver talking to Harlan inside his house as another Uber Eats driver takes a photo of it.
This has all been a trick. You have been trolled.
I don't even know what to say here. I have no words for this. I'm just going to let you marinate in this for a little while. And by the way, if you do watch the World War on this, when we see this thing, we're losing it so bad that we started seeing optical illusions, things that just simply are not fucking there in the screen door. Obviously, there is a man here, and this man is not Harlan. The arms are too thin. We don't know exactly for sure what's going on in here, but he's clearly facing away from the door, and someone is just over here, and I think they're kind of trying to hide themselves behind the door. So so that they won't be in this photo. They now know something hinky is going on here. And listen, let your imaginations run wild as you may, but I can already tell you right now, some of the things described to me that were being seen in this door, things like a baseball bat being held, a man's ponytail, these are all open to interpretation. I'm not going to tell you what to believe when it comes to looking at art, but this is fucking trolling art.
Pot awful one. Pot awful one.
I couldn't be fucking happier with these results, but it actually still gets better. Of course it does. I would never steer you any other way. Now, number one, let's listen to a little something else from that day. Here's another little phone call that happened. Harlan was losing his goddamn mind on these delivery drivers. Listen to this.
His name's Harlan. My name is Jesse.
Okay.
So if you could, just like set the food down, is by that screen door with the welcome mat and the desk, and just take a picture for me. He might be yelling at you. He's pissed off right now at me, but I'm just trying to send him some food.
You're his cousin, but you're the 25th person that's trying to deliver him food in the last hour.
The 25th.
He has schizophrenia. He's
So at this point, 25 people have been to Harlan's house.
Going through an episode right now. He's been yelling at me.
Ask if he can put him on the phone.
On Facebook. You could put him on the speakerphone right now and I'll talk to him. I mean, he knows who I am. He's mad at me.
Okay.
Can you go put it on speaker and talk to him?
Actually, this is supposedly his cousin. So anyways, yeah, well, stop delivering him bread, I guess. We don't need any more.
Well, wait, can you...
Contacting the police, we've had every receipt and checking the credit card numbers, and whoever you guys are, all 25 of you are being tracked.
Okay, so can you say one thing to him for me?
He can hear you.
All right.
Talk out loud.
Can you say, I'm the Joker, baby?
Yeah, I'm the Joker.
Tell him to send it back.
No, just leave it there, Jorge, leave it there. Just leave it there, man.
No.
Yeah, leave it on the ground and walk away and say, I'm the Joker, baby.
No, not his primo. Not his primo. No.
Just, Jorge, listen to me, not him. He's kind of crazy.
You're the one that pays.
Llama DoorDash.
Yeah, DoorDash. Hey, no more deliveries here.
Holy shit.
Pero ¿cuál es el problema? Que no dejan entrar el pan.
No hablo English.
Does Harlan know Spanish?
They deliveries here in the last hour.
I don't think that's Harlan.
Is that another delivery driver?
Is his name Harlan?
Is he at the right door?
Might be at the wrong place. Tell him you might be at the wrong place.
Are you at the wrong place? Because it's supposed to be going Harlan Absher. Are you talking to Harlan? Jorge.
He's got you on mute.
Yeah, he's got you muted.
Jorge, I can't hear you speaking.
Can you say Pod Awful is the best show on the internet?
Perry Caravello Live is the best show on the internet.
How about this? Snap to, sit up straight, and say, hey, I'm Perry Caravello, and I think Pod Awful is the best show on the internet.
Look, all right, I'll be nice and I'll say I think Pod Awful is the best show on the internet. But I really think my show is the best show on the internet. But when I snap out of this bunk, is when my show is the best show on the internet.
Nah, not tonight. Far from the best show tonight.
Not tonight. Exactly. Tonight, no good.
And shout out to Perry Caravello, by the way. Today is the holiday. Happy anniversary. Now, as you heard, there was some confusion there on whether or not that was Harlan. Well, be confused no longer, because if you thought that was good, I've got even fucking better for you. I decided that I was going to wait until everybody else had already done theirs. I would wait a day later when he thought the heat was off and send my order. And everyone's been dying to know, Jesse, what was your order? Well, I'll tell you in just a second. But first, I actually managed to get on the phone with my driver too. And the confrontation of a lifetime began. Ladies and gentlemen, the coup de grace, the fucking capstone of this wondrous occasion, this is the crystal knocked of the night of the long loaves. Take a look. Hello? Oh.
Hi.
Hey, man. Sorry I missed your call. This is Jesse.
Yes, I was in the location that you put in the instructions. I was in front of the apartment B, and some sir opened the door very angry and say me that is the ground address.
Yeah, you know what? I remember when I said my neighbor sometimes thinks the stuff's for him. That's boy he angry. My neighbor, he's cranky. By the way, this guy Andrew, I don't know if I should tell you this at this point or not. This guy Andrew has already delivered to Harlan at this point 4 or 5 other times. He's gone through this before. I just have that in mind while you listen to this. Andrew is extremely upset, but for some reason he keeps taking this job. Cranky and confused. If you could just, the gate that's on the corner?
Yeah, but I am in front of the 502. Yeah?
Right, yeah. There's right on the corner, right at the corner of the 2 streets, Laverne and Mar Vista. There's a gate. If you can just hang the bag on the gate and take a photo, I'll be out to get it. I just don't want to come out because I'm sick right now, and I don't want to get you sick.
Okay, but okay.
Yeah, that other guy, he's just my neighbor. He's in the other apartment there, and he's okay. Do you hear something? A brewing in the background there, and again, Andrew is a fucking saint. This guy I wish I could give him a raise. I want to make him one of my henchmen. He's confused.
They keep delivering shit to my place, and I'm tired.
No, tell him this is for Jesse, not for him.
Dude, I don't know who the fuck this is, but you need to stop.
Oh, it's Pot Awful, bitch. Place. Gotcha, bitch. Pot
Awful. You're a little bitch, dude. Fuck
Pot
you,
Awful,
dude. You're
bitch.
a fucking coward.
Gotcha. We got you, Harlan.
Man. I am not.
You wanted me to do something?
Hang up that fucking phone right now.
You wanted me to do something?
That guy has been harassing me for years.
Hey. This customer, I will call the company because
man.
I'm getting the cops
no, man. This is my neighbor. He's crazy. He's losing his mind.
It's my car. That is my car.
He's losing his mind. That's my neighbor. Listen, you can just leave it over by the garage. Take the photo. I'll be out to get it. I'm sick. This guy's crazy. I'm sorry you have to deal with him. He's a lunatic. He actually calls himself Lunatic Leonard. He's like this crazy YouTube guy. He's insane. Don't worry about it. Just if you want to leave it over by the garage and take a photo, that's fine.
Get out of here. Seriously. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to hear him. He's been harassing me for the past 4 years.
No, I have
not. You live in Virginia. Turn it off.
This guy's crazy. I live in apartment B.
Stop sending me food. He's literally just harassing me. Who are you going to listen to? The person you're delivering to, or the person who's fucking making shit up?
I'm the person you're delivering to. My name's.
Or I'm going to call the fucking cops.
Okay, I'm sorry you have to deal with that. I'm the person you're delivering to, Jesse. I don't know why he thinks he's the person. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, man. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. If you walk,
your dog.
I'm not related to him. He's not my friend. He's an enemy.
I'm his neighbor. I live next door.
Why are you listening to this guy?
You've got the wrong door. We've got the wrong door. Just leave it by the garage. Take a photo, and I'll give you a tip.
Okay, sorry about that.
Hey man, listen, this guy's insane. I've been dealing with this guy for so long now. I was trying to I had to go around to the gate there to try to avoid him. I guess he found his way over there. I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man. If you walk around the corner there, you see the garage, 502, the garage there. You can just leave it up against the garage and take a picture, and I'll be out to get it in just a minute, okay? I'm just gonna let him cool off.
Yeah, because this guy is very crazy.
Yeah, he's insane. It's a big fat guy, right?
Yeah.
Did he have green hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that guy is nuts. His name's Harlan. He calls himself the Joker. He's insane.
Okay, sir.
I'm sorry about that, dude. I really am.
Okay.
All right, man. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so by the way, I'm the only person who managed to get Harlan on the phone the entire time. The only one. That is dear God magic, and we thank our God, make sacrifices every day. Can we just go back through this a little bit? There's little details in there I'd love to point out.
One of the 502. Yeah?
Right, yeah. There's right on the right at the corner of the two streets, Laverne and
I
Mar
wanted you to
Vista,
hear it all the way
there's
through
a gate.
first.
If you can just hang the bag on the gate and take a photo, I'll be out.
Oh, yeah,
to get it. I just don't want to come out because I'm sick right now,
in my face.
and I don't want to get you sick.
So I'm just
Okay,
even
but-
keeled. Everything's fine. Andrew and I are buddies
Yeah,
now.
that other guy, he's just my neighbor. He's in the other apartment there. And
Now
he's-
here comes Harlan, and you can hear, remember, this dude isn't even at the gate. He's not at the door. He's not at the gate. He's on the street. Harlan is now barreling down he's going down one of his ditches, rolling, literally barreling DK style. DK, ooh, don't get gong. He's got his heelys on. They're doing nothing, by the way. Again, they're completely flat. And he's now gunning for this guy. He's confused.
They keep delivering
He's confused.
shit to my place, and I'm tired.
So I had to laugh. I could not believe it's a prank. He says it's a prank. Yeah, it is a prank. You got trolled.
This has all been a trick. You have been trolled.
Exactly. No, tell him it's this is for Jesse, not for him. And we heard this happen multiple times before this, where he was just out of reach of the phone, and I never thought he would end up on the phone with me. So I'm telling the driver all this stuff, not realizing this is about to happen.
I don't know who the fuck this is, but you need to stop.
Oh, it's Pot Awful, bitch.
Place.
Gotcha, bitch. Pot
You're a little bitch, dude. Fuck
Pot
you,
Awful,
dude. You're
bitch.
a fucking coward.
Gotcha. We got you, Harlan.
Man. I am not.
You will never find where he lives. You need to do something?
Hang up that fucking phone right now.
You wanted me to Now he's directing he stole a phone from a Mexican man, and he's directing the man what to do with his own cell phone while the man is on a job. I'm technically that guy's employer, and Harlan's like, hang up the phone right now. And of course, you'll see I'm on speaker almost certainly. Almost certainly my driver can hear me going, yeah, you're a bitch. Gotcha, bitch. You're gay. And then the second I get handed back to Andrew.
That guy has been harassing me for years.
Hey. This customer, I will call the company because
man.
I'm getting the cops.
No, man. This is my neighbor. He's crazy.
No, he's a lunatic. I know I was just calling him a bitch and we got it, but no, listen, man, come on.
Losing his mind.
And Andrew takes my side on this.
It's my car. That is my car.
Now, what is he doing to Andrew's car here? Harlan is up to no good. He's going out to the street and vandalizing Andrew. By the way, you're not allowed to be named Andrew. I'm sorry. Maybe that is a Mexican name. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. You can't do that to me. I got the name Andrew on my DoorDash, and I thought, we are in business. I got a white guy. This dude's going to find the door. And then I get this call, and it's like, he lost my sister or something. I was immediately disappointed, but Andrew did a terrific job for a guy who would confuse the word vanilla and banana.
He's losing his mind. This is my neighbor. Listen, you can just leave it over by the garage, take the photo. I'll be out to get it. I'm sick. This guy, Andrew absolutely gets free pizza fun. Andrew, if you ever find Pod Awful, please contact me. Free pizza fun for life. You did great. Easy. I'm sorry you have to. I was going to tip him real big, but it turns out you can't change your tip after the fact. So I was going to give him a bunch of extra tip. I didn't get to give him anything. I would give him a ton. Apparently, though, if we just order something to Harlan's house, 9 times out of 10, you get Andrew. He was there the most. Deal with him. He's a lunatic. He actually calls himself Lunatic Leonard. He's like this crazy. Yeah, this is my car, sir. The YouTube guy. He's insane. This is my burro. You cannot touch my burro because I need it to do my delivery. Worry about it. Just if you want to leave it over by the garage and take a photo, that's fine. Get
out of here. Seriously.
get out of here. He's on the street. He's never made it into the yard. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to hear him. He's been harassing me for the past 4 years.
So now what he doesn't like is that he has to hear Pod Awful. No, I have not. When he claims that he doesn't watch Pod Awful, he doesn't see any of it, and we know that's a lie because he'll bring up stuff from the show. When we covered the pee-pee gloves, he knew we covered the pee-pee gloves. So now Pod Awful, this is how Pod Awful will one day be beamed into your home, by the way. One day, Uber Eats drivers will break into your home and force you to listen to me live through their cell phones. That's going to be the major conveyance of Pod Awful. No more podcasts, only Mexicasts.
Turn it off.
You must listen. The man say you must listen. He gave me $2 and now I must. This guy's crazy. I live in apartment B. Apartment B is Harlan's apartment. Clearly that's not the case. The guy just watched Harlan barrel out of there. He ripped through that screen door like the Kool-Aid man.
He's literally just harassing me. Who are you going to listen to? The person you're delivering to?
And keep in mind, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, TaskRabbit, these are henchmen. You can be one of the internet supervillains too. It doesn't have to just be me, but it's mostly me. I'm top, I'm up here. It's I'm sort of let's say there was a Batman out there. I'd be sort of the Joker to that Batman, and then everyone else would be, Clayface or King Clock or something. The condiments guy. Isn't there a guy who's just about condiments?
Person who's fucking making shit up.
I'm the person you're delivering to. My name's... That one, silenced me. That stopped me in my tracks. I'm like, oh my God. You can't talk to a guy like that in Trump's America?
Or I'm going to call the fucking cops.
On what? The man is... Yes, hello, police. A man tried to deliver me bread. Or is it bread? I haven't told you what the delivery is yet. Okay, I'm sorry you have to deal with that. I'm the person you're delivering to, Jesse. I don't know why he thinks he's the person. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, man. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Seriously, think about it. Who's the real villain? The super villain here? Is it the Santa CRUZ, by the way, Joker, or is it me, the clown prince of podcasting? If you walk,
the dog?
I'm not related to him. He's not my friend. He's an enemy.
I'm not related to him. He's not my friend. He's an enemy.
My whole life has just been people like Pod Awful.
So that's official. I'm an enemy. That makes me a supervillain. Neighbor. I live next door.
Why are you listening to this guy?
Why would you listen to this guy? Well, I'm the guy who ordered him. That's why. You're a crazy person with green hair. You've got the wrong door. By the way, Harlan, he's not even wearing the shoes anymore. Now he's just wearing 2 different scooters on both feet. Wrong door. Just leave it by the garage, take a photo, and I'll give you a tip.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Hey, man, listen, this guy's insane. I've been dealing with this guy for so long now. I was trying to... I had to go around to the gate there to try to avoid him. I guess he found his way over there. I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man. If you walk around the corner there, you see the garage, 502, the garage there. You can just leave it up against the garage and take a picture, and I'll be out to get it in just a minute, okay? I'm just going to let him cool off.
Yeah, because this guy is very crazy.
Yeah, he's insane. It's a big fat guy, right? Did we already go past? Maybe I missed it, but there's that part where he's like, "Who are you going to listen to? Me or the guy whose order is like." Harlan forgets he didn't order this. He like implies he's the guy who the stuff is being delivered to. It's very strange. I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe we. Did he have green hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that guy is nuts. His name's Harlan. He calls himself the Joker. All right, maybe we skipped it. Anyway, I just wanted to point that stuff out. So that's obviously amazing. Everybody wants to know, Jesse, what did you order the Santa Cruz Joker? Well, I'll show you. Here's my order details. Ladies and gentlemen, I got him 1 Fleischmann's Yeast Active Dry, 1 Gold Medal Harvest King Better for Bread. That's bread flour. 1 C&H cane sugar granulated white sugar. And Signature Select canola oil, 100% pure. Harlan can now go fucking bread himself.
Somebody threw bread in my face.
That's a first. That's a first. I've told a man to go bread himself. And of course, he's been breaded. He's been battered. But now you can see he's even getting hit by the fucking Mexicans trying to bring in this stuff. Andrew's not done. This is what makes Andrew a fucking gold star warrior in our books. One of my top henchmen out there. Look at this. I get a message from Andrew after this encounter you just heard, and he's dropped off the bread at the next door neighbor's house. This isn't even one of the other units. This is the next door neighbor's. He put the bag there, and I'm like, oh, come on. But he had to. He had to do it because Harlan is chasing him down the street. Not a joke. We texted about this. He's being chased by the man, and this is what he said. Andrew tells me, I left it there because this gay is follow me and scream me. Finally, for once in my life, a Mexican man's poor grasp on the English language has actually improved the conversation. He accidentally called Harlan fucking gay.
Y'all some retards. I'm a killer gorilla.
I have autism.
That's real.
Can't help it.
Can't fake that. That is 100% real. So obviously all of this is incredible. This is better than we ever could have hoped for. But the number one thing we're all waiting for after all of this is over is, what's the response? Harlan can't stop himself. This is what makes him a lol cow. It's what makes him a goon. They can't help but reply to even the most minute things. He turns off comments on most of his videos. He's obviously dislikes are disabled for everyone now. He used to disable them before they were disabled for everybody. He deletes every single negative comment, and all he gets are negative comments. He can't stop it. And it can be the most slight thing. Sometimes people don't even mean to say something mean to him, and he gets rid of them because he's worried that it's a pod awful person. He's worried that their intent was to say something mean to him. He can't help himself. And yet, after all of that, it was radio silence. If I hadn't gotten that phone call, we might not have ever heard from him. There was no response. We couldn't believe it for days. There was nothing. This whole episode, the reason it's happening today is we were giving him time to finally respond. And we thought it was never going to happen. And then it did. And then it did because of course it did. Because Harlan, and by the way, I've noticed that you've started borrowing this phrase from me, but I live rent fucking free inside your head. And obviously it should be rent free with the amount of money I've paid in fucking Uber Eats for you. At this point, Harlan seems to have estimated that he's been looking at all of our receipts and trying to track us down. The consequences will never be the same, of course. Harlan estimates that we spent a good $700 in bread on him. And I think that's probably about right. So I've paid my fair share now. And yeah, I'm going to keep living rent-free Here's his response, and it is, well, it's exactly what you'd expect from a goon.
Thanks for the bread. I like bread. Especially nice French bread from Safeway. You know bread doesn't trigger me, right? I mean, you all are too pussy to actually show up and do anything. Especially you, Pot Awful. You guys have been sending all kinds of shit to my place. Somebody just sent these. Box of gloves. You know how much these cost? It was on the receipt? $26. You guys have spent like, I don't know, $500, $600 doing this? Why? You just sending me... All my neighbors are getting free bread. I've got gloves. I'm not triggered by bread. I like bread. I mean, it's not good for me because it's just empty carbs. But I like bread. And by the way, that guy who threw bread in my face, I immediately, maced him in the face. So...
by the way, I don't think these end card titles were on this video, but I think he might have placed these here knowing that we're covering this right now and this video will probably end up on the show. So if he did that, I never saw these before. If he did that just now, that's a pretty great move. Yeah, prove it, Pod Awful. We're not clicking it.
I mean, you know, I don't even know the fucking guy.
What he's talking about in this prove it, Pod Awful thing is him being a pedo. I did prove it. That's what the episode was about. And here you are now. We know where you're at. You're on your way to fucking Guantanamo Bay now. It ain't over.
Yeah, he was just doing that to be a dick. He took that bread right out of the hand of a homeless person. Can you believe that? What a twat.
Yeah, well, get breaded. Now, let's take a closer look at this video, though. This bread he's eating, it's French bread. It's a baguette. Yeah, they're a little crusty. They're not crunchy. Remember, this video took him days to respond. It took him days to figure out that maybe he should just eat the bread to show his captors who's boss. That's stale bread he's eating. He is triumphantly biting into, and you can see him wince with pain as he does it. He realizes the mistake he's made here. He is biting into several day-old, rotten, stale bread. Listen, I want you to really listen to this. Yeah, that's a nice. I might add this one to the soundboard. Ooh, wow, you're owning us. Yum, bread. He loves bread. Oh, well, we'll be sure to send you more. We'll ask the Uber Eats drivers to just leave it in their car for a few days before they bring it to you so you can have it exactly the way you like it. Yummy.
Thanks for the bread.
Oh, you're welcome. Would you like some more?
I like bread. Especially nice French bread from Safeway.
Yeah, it was nice days ago. And remember, we made them run out of bread. So he didn't go out and get this bread himself for the bit or anything. They had no more bread. We spent hundreds on this.
You know bread doesn't trigger me, right?
It kind of seems like it does. I gotta be honest, I'm starting to believe, and call me crazy here.
You all are too pussy to actually show up and do anything.
I'm starting to believe that maybe you're triggered by bread.
Somebody threw bread in my face.
I don't know what it is. I just get this weird little inkling that you are. Because as long as we had to wait for that stupid video, ever since that video was posted, and by the way, he's actually posted that same video to his channel twice now. Ever since this was posted, he has been on a non-stop unspooling spree. He just can't help himself.
Stop your garbage disposal! Stop! Stop!
I have autism. I can't help it.
Every community post, every Instagram story, every Instagram post, everything we can find. Jesse, Pot Awful, Jesse, bread, Pot Awful, bread, Jesse, Jesse's fans. It got so crazy, and I'm not kidding about this, somehow Mr. Burgers has gotten involved. Our other goon, Mr. Burgers, who we haven't really done a show on in over a year. Some of you may know there's one coming up, and it's this Wednesday in the Primo show, podawful.pizza, our Wednesday show in the Piranhas level on the Pizza Fund. And you get access to all of our Primo shows and all of our Pod After shows and everything else. Tons and tons of stuff. This Wednesday, we will be going over Mr. Burger's own little delivery that happened to him recently. and the challenge that has been placed against him during a world war. I hope to see you there for that. Unbelievably, Harlan is now threatening Mr. Burgers. I don't even know how that happened. It's too much for me to process. I don't even know what to say about it. I don't know how to express myself about it. I don't know how to even show you all of the clips of all of the things he said. Again, like I said, there's not going to be a pod after show after this one. Instead, I'm going to upload that hard rave video, but I hope you go check it out after this show is over. I'll be uploading it immediately after this show is over on the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. But I can't just leave you hanging on this one. You got to see the unspooling as it happened, and I don't know how to describe it in any other way but through song. Till next time, have an awful day.
I like bread. You know bread doesn't trigger me, right?
Teasing Jesse's in a pallet full of concrete again. Oh, fear, yeah. Maybe I'll send a little coleslaw my way. Oh, yeah. Oh, DoorDash faces that show up to my door look familiar. Oh, no. Oh, Joker, he can't help when his angry looks insane. All right. Living dough, biscuits rise like buttermilk. I don't want more, so he chases them away. Uber Eats will be bringing bread again, bread again, bread again. Needing, taking off his rubber gloves so he can eat the bread. Alright. Oh, pray on Safeway finally ran out of baguettes and gotcha. No way. Oh, feeding neighbors down the street when the driver goes the wrong way. Oh, no. Oh, screaming, asking Santa Cruz Batman, do you send? He sends. Laughing dough, biscuits rise like buttermilk. Oh, we don't want more, so he chases them away. Uber Eats will be bringing bread again. Deliveries bring bread to him all day. Him all day. Him all day. Yeah. Woo. Ah, yeah. Fuck me up.
You are the saddest, most pathetic little bitch I've ever seen in my life. I don't care if we have a common enemy in Pod Awful. I want nothing to do with you. And the fact that people conflate us together, I didn't even know who you were. People came in like, oh, you Mr. Burger. And I thought it had to do with a post from years ago where my buddy had Burger King and he had one of those crowns. So I put it on and took a picture being like, I am the Burger King now. I thought it had to do with that. I had no idea you even existed until you literally fucking subscribed to me. You see that little mark next to your name? That means you're subscribed to me. Here you are in my subscription thing. Like, okay? Just another fucking hater who's subscribed to me. I live in your headspace rent-free. And I'm never going to speak about you ever again. You get this one minute little short, and that's it. You're a punk little poser. You're a fucking little pussy. I will never fear you. Go to hell.
Living dough, biscuits rise like buttermilk. Oh, we don't want more. yourself a slice. Podawful.pizza, after show, primo show, and so much more. Another hit show, Jules. Yeah, we send.
You worthless fucking peons. I'm a king. You're a peasant.
The woman who shot up the YouTube headquarters was a hero.
Podawful talks about me a lot.